Hey guys, this is MWUSA. This is episode 47, and I want to talk about the double up blackjack game, and it has a side bet in it called bonus 16. So sometimes people call the double up blackjack game bonus 16 blackjack. And the way that double up blackjack works is you can actually double up your hand as far as how much money you have after you receive your first two cards. So if your first two cards are two tens and you like that, you double the amount of money that you have out there. Now the downside to double up blackjack is if a dealer has a 16, whether soft 16 or hard 16, very similar to the way that push 22 blackjack works, you push all hands. So no matter what you have, unless it's a 21 in this case, if a dealer gets a hard 16 or a soft 16, you would push your hand. If you have a 21, you would automatically get paid for a win. If you have a blackjack, you would get paid before the dealer plays their hand. So this is played the normal way that blackjack is played. Surrender is not offered, and almost always this game is a 6-deck hit 17 game. So if you split your hand, you can double both parts of your split, or you can stay on both parts of your split, including aces. So you split aces, you get a 8 and a 9 on the two hands. You can double both of them if you want to. And again, if the dealer gets a 16 and you've doubled up your hand, you lose the double up portion of the double up that you did. So you have two aces, you split them, you get an 8 and a 9, and the dealer, you double up. The dealer has a 16, you push your main portion of the bet and you lose the double up portion of the bet. So it looks good, but you can actually lose on a 20 against the 16 because you're losing the double up portion of that 20. In addition to the normal bet, there's a side bet called bonus 16, and the way that the bonus 16 works is if the dealer gets a 16, you would get paid out on this bet. So if they get a 16 with 2 cards, you're going to get 3 to 1. With 3 cards, you're going to get 5 to 1. With 4 cards, you're going to get 10 to 1. With 5 cards, you're going to get 50 to 1. And with 6 or more cards, you're going to get 100 to 1. Now, Michael Shackelford created a basic strategy chart to deal with this game, and this chart has hits, stands, double ups, double downs, all of it on this chart. It's a very nice chart, and he went over the rules of this game, and he concluded that there's a guy named Charles Massot that actually calculated a .32 edge on this game, and Michael Shackelford agrees with that. But he also goes further to say that with a stay on soft 17, which is going to be difficult to find, it would increase the player edge by .43. This means that you actually would have a .11 edge off the top on this game if it was a stand soft 17. So it's a different game to learn because the basic strategy is totally different. And I saw this in one casino so far, and I talked to the pit boss about it, and they told me that everyone's losing a lot of money on this game, and it makes a lot of sense because they're playing regular basic strategy on this game, and that's not how you beat this game. Talking about the house edge on the side bet, the bonus 16 side bet, it is 14.6%, and it's broken down like this. 86% of the time the dealer is not going to get a 16. So 86% of the time you're going to lose that one unit that you bet on the side bet. 7% of the time the dealer is going to have a 3-card 16. So that pays 3 to 1. You can see the big disparity there. 5% of the time he's going to have a 3-card 16 which is 1 in 20, and it pays 5 to 1. 4 cards, 16, just over 1 1/4, which is 1/80th of the time, and it pays 10 to 1. And then with the 5, it's astronomical. With 6 cards or more, it's 1 in 10,000. The dealer's going to have it, and it pays 100 to 1. So I really feel that with a small edge on this game, if we learn the basic strategy on this and we add some deviations based on a regular count, if that's even possible, I think of analysis to decide whether or not it's worth it or not to learn all the basic strategies. But if we figure that it is worth it, and we add the deviations to it, it might be a positive game. It might be hugely positive, considering the side bet, if we can find the best point to get in on the side bet. So I really feel like this game requires a lot more analysis, and that it's a very beatable game. I think if we put our brains together here, we could definitely figure out a way to beat it. And I look forward to your emails and discussion on this, and hopefully we can figure out a way to do this together. With so few casinos having this game and they don't really understand the game, I think it would be very easy to have a basic strategy they could not comprehend, and they would just think you're a bad player and you could get away with a lot of money on it. The big question is going to be, how much can you get away with, and how much are they going to let you play this game before they finally shut it down because they find out that someone was able to beat it. But I look forward to your comments on this. I think it's a very interesting mental exercise. So I'm going to end this episode at this point, and I may take this episode down. I want a few people to listen to this and give me their feedback on there, and I will decide whether or not to keep this episode up. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, ideas, mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. I'll talk to you next time.